Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, remember that circus they're all supposed to be part of? Let's revisit the circus a little bit this week, just a little bit, because they need some new acts, and oh boy, it's starting to get a little weird around here. So I'm going to continue my two-part series of how we make Roll for Combat. Now, last week I went over how we record the show, and this week I'm going to go over how we edit the show. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of details as to what tools I use and exactly how I do it, because that's going to be boring for most of you, trust me. Instead, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the philosophy of how we edit the show and why I edit it a certain way. Now, when it comes to actually editing the show, this is very tricky because there's a reason why the best actual plays are the best actual plays. There's one thing pretty much in common with all of them, and you will notice that the very best actual plays have very little dead space in them. Not all of them, but in most of them. What I mean by that is most actual plays, especially way back when I first started this almost 5 years ago, there was so much dead space. You listen to these things, it's boring because you know what? A lot of times when you're playing these games, people are sitting around, they're talking, they're getting drinks, they're just fooling around with dice. There's what we call dead space, and no one wants to listen to that. And whether it was on purpose or by accident, but the very best actual plays are all really good because they just keep things moving. They have almost no dead space. They always have you being entertained. And that is because the best actual plays are usually by actors or professional improv people. In fact, my favorite actual play of all time was Harmon Quest, or Harmontown, by Dan Harmon from Community fame and Rick and Morty. Anyhow, he had a podcast for a very, very long time, and they actually played Pathfinder on that podcast, and it was amazing. And they were incredible. They were it's the best actual play I've ever heard. It is a complete and utter disaster of a mess. I mean, from an actual story point of view, it's pretty good, but oh my god, it's a mess. Because sometimes they were blackout drunk when they were doing this show. Now, you can actually find Harmon Quest. It's actually a television show on TV, and Harmon Quest is pretty good, but that's pretty heavily edited, and that's obviously designed as a television show. What I almost recommend is that you listen to actually Harmontown, and that is the old podcast that's no longer live anymore. But at the end of every show, they would just do, well, they called it D&D, but it was actually Pathfinder, and they were so good. They were just unbelievably good, especially when they had special guests that were improv actors. Now, the reason they were so good is because half of their cast were professional improv. And I mean not just like pretty good at improv, like the television show Who's My Line, that improv show, half of Harmontown is actually from that show. So they were incredible. And I would listen to them and think, okay, this is why they're so good. Because they're riffing off each other, they're moving it forward, and they basically use the rules of improv to move the show forward. And that's why it's so good. Now, what the hell does this have to do with editing? It really has a lot to do with editing because you want to move the show forward. You do not want to have a lot of dead space. So what I do is I edit the show in such a way that, yes, we are not quite that good. I wish we were, but no, we're not. We probably never will be. We're not professional actors. We're not professional improv people. We're good, but we're not that good. We always try to keep and move the show along, but at the same time, we are actually playing a game. That's the other thing, is that a lot of these really good actual plays, I can argue with you that they are 90% entertainment and 10% actual playing a role-playing game. Not all of them, but most of them. I am trying to do I'd say a 50-50 split. I'd almost say 60% role-playing, 40% entertainment. And that's on purpose. We are trying to be more realistic with the actual game. And if we entertain you at the same time, great. That's what we're trying to do. But the point being is that you need to move this thing forward. You can't have dead space. So we cut out, or rather, I cut out as much dead space as possible. Some of this is literally just dead space. Sometimes I have to look up a rule, or I actually have to look something up in the book, and it could be quiet for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, not 5 minutes. But the point is, 30 seconds of dead air sounds like 10 hours, okay? Even 5 seconds of dead air can sound like 30 minutes because it really kills the pacing when you have a lot of dead air. So we cut out a lot of the dead space. The other thing is I go through, if you can't hear someone, if there's coughing, if there's ums and ahs, I take that out. And then finally, I take out like all the breaks because we often will have breaks. We're often sometimes looking up rules. Sometimes there's computer problems, obviously technical issues, that's all taken out. So, in the end, we might have a 3-hour episode. I take out all the talking. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We always talk in the beginning of these shows. Usually the rule is if it's a 3-ring adventure, we talk for about half an hour before the show. And if it's Edgewatch, we talk for a good hour before the actual show starts. So if you're not a patron, you're missing out on at least half an hour to an hour of us just talking about things that have nothing to do with the podcast. Anyhow, I cut that out. I then cut out all the dead space. I cut out everything else. And next thing you know, a 3-hour podcast has turned into a 2-hour podcast. Sometimes an hour and a half podcast. So that is just how much, quote, dead space that I'm taking out of each of these shows. Another thing that determines how hard a show is to edit is what type of show it is. If we're sitting around and just talking, those are much easier to edit. The shows with combat, those are tricky. Those are always the hardest ones to edit because there's a lot of back and forth. I try to keep the pacing up. I try to keep it going pretty quick, but not so quick that you feel like you're being rushed. And I also try to make it so like the dice rolls don't go over when someone's talking. So I'm manually moving those around. So after I cut up an episode, and usually, as I say, every single show, I can usually get 2 episodes out of. It just depends on the show. I try not to cut up combat, so either I cut one show that's 2 hours long into 2 shows, or if I have a show that's like an hour and a half or so, I just make that one show. I put it through a lot of tools, try to make it sound as good as possible, assemble it, and then last thing I do is record this intro that you hear right here. I usually do the intro just a few days before it goes live. This way it's fresh. This way the show notes are fresh. And that's kind of it. Again, I won't go into all the technical details, but there's a million things about that. I will tell you, I use Audacity. That's the main tool I use to record everything and do all my editing, which is a free tool that anyone can use. However, the other tool I use to do all the balancing and other work is called Isotrope, and that is like a $3,000 tool, so you probably don't need that. It's a little overkill. It's something I actually use in my regular job, so I was able to, use this for this job too. And once you own it, you own it. It's like one of these things. Once you buy it, you just have it forever. You never really need to upgrade it. But it's a professional editing tool that will do amazing things. For example, if you have like a fan going off, you can take it out pretty easily. If you have dogs barking in the background, you can take it out. It's a pro-level audio editing tool, and it's really, really good. So as I said before, I record the intro, I edit the intro, I assemble it, we throw it up on Patreon on Wednesday, and you get the episodes every Friday and Tuesday. And there we go. That is how we put together the show. So if that sounds cool to you, I might have a job for you. That's right. I am looking for editors of Roll for Combat. I had a great guy, amazing guy. He was the best editor I've ever had, and he was doing a fantastic job helping me out. What he would do is listen to the show and help me edit it on a weekly basis. I mean, he basically was the producer of the show. He got a little burnt out, And he also had a lot going on with his life. I think he got married, and he had a big promotion at work, so he just doesn't have time to do our show anymore. So I'm going to be looking for some new people to help me out. This is a paid position where what you get to do is you help me edit the show on a weekly basis. What I will do is I will give you the show in its raw format. Then you need to download it and just sort of go through it and do exactly what I just described this week. You sort of help me edit out the ums and ahs, edit out the coughs. You basically just listen to the show and just take out what doesn't sound good. I have a complete tutorial of how you can do it. You can do it in Audacity, but if someone out there is a pro at audio editing and knows some of the other tools, there's what's called non-destructive editing. The problem with Audacity is it's destructive editing. If you know what I'm talking about right now, then you are probably a good candidate for this position. And I'm probably going to be looking for 2 people. Originally I had 1 person, and he was doing both 3-Ring Adventure and Agents of Edgewatch. But just to make this easier for people, if I could find 2 really good people, 1 person for 3-Ring Adventure and 1 person for Agents of Edgewatch, that would be great. And what would you be required to do? Pretty simple. You'd get the shows, you listen to them, you edit them, then you give me back the raw audio files. And that's pretty much it. If you're an audio engineer or if you have experience with audio in the past, you will probably go to the front of the line, because I do find that people with an audio background always do a much better job at this just because they're trained. It's not that they're any better than anyone else, they just have more experience than other people. However, that doesn't mean that you too couldn't be able to do this. The time commitment, once you get good at this, is approximately, I'd say, 2 to 3 times the amount of audio you're editing. What does that mean? That means if you're editing 2 hours of audio, it'll probably take you somewhere between 4 to 6 hours to actually do the editing. Now, it's not very strenuous. I usually watch TV when I'm doing this, and quite frankly, I've gotten to the point where I am so fast at this that I'm not 1-to-1, but I can usually do 2 hours in about 3 hours, maybe 4. I can do this pretty damn fast, but I have been doing it for 5 years now. However, I do know you will get faster at it. And after a while, it sort of becomes like the Matrix. I swear to God, you can actually look at audio and know what people are saying just by looking at the wavelengths. It's pretty insane. Anyhow, if you're interested in this, I just went through this a lot, contact me on the Discord. I know I did this a few years ago. I had some people try out. I eventually only had 1 person because they were so good and they had a lot of free time. Unfortunately, that person does not have a lot of free time, and as I said, this is a paid position. Just contact me on the Discord channel. Let me know. Make sure you do have the time commitment. This will require approximately 4 to 6 hours from you every week. You can, of course, do more. That's often what people will do, is that they'll have a free week and they'll just do like 5 shows in a row, and then they can take off a few weeks, and then they do like another 3 or 4 or 5 shows in a row. That's what I also like to try to do. But it does require a fair amount of time to do it. It is fun. You do learn a lot, especially if you want to get into audio engineering, especially if you want to get into audio editing, and quite frankly, get paid while you're learning how to do it. So, get in contact with me on the Discord channel at rollforcombat.com. You can find me there, and we'll go from there. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show notes. Once again, go to RPG Superstar, vote on the monsters. Please vote on the monsters. The best monsters to find is there is select a random monster for me button. Press that button, and that will bring you to the monsters that we want you to vote on, because those monsters need the most votes. So go to that, just rpgsuperstar.com. Help us out with the voting. Pick your favorites. It's a lot of fun. Of course, Battlezoo Bestiary, it's for sale now. The Foundry module just came out. It will be compatible with the latest version of Foundry, which is 0.9, and it is amazing. I really don't know how Foundry is doing it. I mean, I do know how they're doing it. It's getting to the point that I really do like Roll20, but it's just not even competition anymore. I mean, Foundry is just ridiculous how good it is, especially for Pathfinder. It just does everything, and it just gets better and better and better every single time. it's just mind-boggling. I really can't believe how good it is. Anyhow, our module's out there. All the Battles of Bestiaries in there. And again, we had the people who actually write Foundry do the module for us. So the module is kick-ass, let me tell you. And it's on sale right now. Just go to battlezoo.com and you can get the module for a significant discount. Once again, go to battlezoo.com. Everything you need is in there. All the monster part system, all the items, all the monsters, everything. All built in the Foundry. And then finally, do check out the Discord. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. Do check out Jason's Talking Combat column every single week. He seems to be getting later and later and later with his comms, but he eventually turns them in, and then we post them on the site. So check those out. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting adventure. As you sneak around and you hear this voice, you see, hiding behind the bushes, the weirdest sight you've probably ever seen.
Uh-oh.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, a human witch of curses.
You see this lean, hairy humanoid with a lanky torso, a horned head, bulbous black eyes, and there's light coming from him because one of his hands is made of candlesticks and has the wicks are on fire.
Lumiere? Is that
What?
you?
And as Alhara and it see each other, you're both like,
Roll for combat!
What?
Darn it. I get it +2 on initiative, but it's still not quite enough to go before it.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
So frustrating. So yeah, it'll catch me. Darn it.
I do have a picture of what this thing looks like. That is what it looks like. Look at that thing. It's weird.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I
What
hate
the
it.
heck?
It's really weird.
That's very strange.
Lauren Sig is playing Hap, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
I love it.
I know. It's
That's
so
not
weird.
Lumiere at all.
Geez.
It's just this thing. It's like, it's huge too. It's like 12 feet tall. It was
Wow.
hiding behind the bushes, and it just kept saying, hello,
Hello.
hello, hello, hi, hey,
Sup?
buddy.
How you doing, eh?
What's up? Yeah. So it sees Zahara, and
As part of initiative, I pull out the cold iron pick.
Good choice.
boo.
I love it.
Like it's something weird looking. It's either Fae or it's another one of these demons, and either way, I'm using this pick on it.
Otteron is so proud of you. Hey, you look like you might be vulnerable to this.
I got me that swaggering initiative.
Oh god, it's so big.
Oh, is it?
Hmm.
I can't see the token yet.
That's
Is
what
it
he
big?
said.
Yeah, it's actually behind the
large.
tree. It's huge. Funny. So, do you actually pull out that cold iron pick?
Heck yeah, because I get 2 when I roll initiative.
That actually changes things. It's,
Uh-oh.
it's gonna come after you, but it sees that, and it's like, I'm going somewhere else. I don't want anything to do with that.
I love it. It's like, nope.
Nope.
I'm going after you, buddy.
Nope. Got a big nope coming for you. You know what the nope means?
That's awesome. I love that.
Here
That-
comes the nope. Here we go.
Oh, hell no. What?
Hells no.
Wait, what?
What is this?
It casts
I'm
a
not gonna
spell right on top of you, and suddenly you and your bro are in complete and utter darkness.
Oh my gosh.
Gross.
Gross.
What do I see from the outside?
You just see a ball of darkness, and they completely disappear.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can't see through that. Put it this way: does anyone have dark vision?
No.
Okay,
Nope.
then you can't. Nope, then no one can see through it. And then you see it quickly run. Hap does see it run, like to this other bush.
Yeah, Atron sees it briefly when that
Yeah,
runs.
Atron briefly sees it. Now it's glow. It actually has light coming off of it. It was hard to see before because it was hiding behind the bush and was kind of covering up its hand. But now it's like sprinting, and you actually can see light coming off of it. It's like a beacon because it's dark.
Well,
So Atron knows exactly where it is.
plus it's like broad daylight.
No, it's dark. It's
Yeah, it's got
night.
dark.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
just
nighttime?
slept the whole day. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I said that.
Okay, well that makes this easy. I know about where it is.
Yes.
Great. Ataran will start with... Where are you? Ataran's not going to waste any time. They start chanting, and as they do so, they gesture around the graveyard.
Well, do you stop your other spell? Because you have to stop it now.
Oh yeah, that's not a spell, that's a feat. But yeah, Atron just stops. Atron starts gesturing around the graveyard. Bosueta Mada Nakalo Halatok, and will cast Invoke Spirits. 120 foot range. Oh, it's a 10-foot burst, not a 1-foot burst. Making sure to center it where the creature is. And a number of ragged, upset spirits that have been betrayed and, want to get vengeance for being wrongfully killed, rise up from around the graveyard and then start swarming around that area.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh, it fails.
It's only 8 points of damage.
I know, but I get to sustain it, which is
Sorry, it's
nice.
6 points of damage. 6
Yeah.
points.
So it's 6 points of mental and 8 points of negative that they take.
Okay.
If it critically failed, it would do something else. So, all right, and then I will move 25
Cool.
feet.
That's so neat.
Yeah, I like it, and it seemed very fitting for where we currently are.
Alhara, you are in complete and total darkness. Like, you
Okay.
cannot see your hand in front of your face.
But I know that there was like an obelisk shape in front of me because I was trying to hide behind it. And there were some other stones, but I'm not exactly sure where they are. But here's what Alhara does. A very Alhara move. First thing she's going to do is leap forward toward where that thing was and over the stone in front of her 25 feet. Or 20 feet, rather. Because she doesn't have her staff out, so she doesn't get the bonus from pushing off from it.
Give me a flat check.
Sure.
It'll be easy, but just in case. Just to make sure. You're fine. 11. You remembered, engaged it right, and jumped
Okay,
over,
cool.
no problem.
Yeah, she's just leaping as far as she can. And then she's going to start just hauling butt toward where this thing was last seen. So that'll be 5 feet, and she's out of this darkness. She's going to go all the way 35 feet. That's a 1 stride action. Oops. Oh,
So that's
it's around
2
this tree
moves.
here somewhere.
Right.
Let's just get all the way here. I can go 1 more square, but it doesn't exist on the map. Unfortunately, I won't be able to attack it because this will be my 3rd action.
Correct.
But I'd really like to just...
Oh, and Alhara can see all the spirits swarming around it, by the way.
Oh, that's so neat!
Yeah.
Watch out, everyone. This thing has swirling spirits.
Okay, now you can.
Thanks. Alright, so yeah, she's going to move all the way over to it. Aha! I've got it! It's right here! And she's shouting
Attack of
out,
opportunity. Aha!
threatening this thing. Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus it's
yikes.
huge reach.
Jeez, I didn't know it
It's
had
gonna
that.
hit you with its Candlefingers.
Of course it
Oh,
does.
yuck.
Candlefingers.
Nobody
29.
make the joke. It's 2 on the
Uh,
nose.
29 does hit, yes.
16 fire damage.
Alright.
It's Candlefingers. I mean, the only thing better than that is Cube Face
Gosh.
from Gelatinous Cube.
Cube face is pretty silly.
Candlefingers is a close second. So you just got hit with a handful of candles, literally.
Gross.
Does it do anything else? It's actually not that bad because, believe it or not, the damage was 3d10.
Oh,
Jeez.
gross.
And it rolled a 3, a 4, and
Wow.
a 4. So it did very
I will
poor
definitely
damage.
consider myself lucky.
Hap is up.
I'm gonna talk to Riley real quick. Buddy, I'm gonna need your help. I'm really not feeling very well today. So I'm gonna spend I'm gonna spend 2 actions to cast haste on Riley. And then I'm gonna spend 1 action to inspire courage. The sight of my good boy being just so ready to do his best just makes everybody filled with determination. And then Riley gets 1 action which he will use to move. Hopefully, I can't see where Darius is, but I'm hoping that I at least got hit with that. No,
Not even
okay,
Darius
well,
can see it. None of us know
Oh,
where he
man.
is. Not even him. I don't even know
Okay,
where he
well
is.
that's my 4 actions.
Darius, you are also. You're like la di da di da. Boom. Who turned off the
What
lights?
the? All right. Well, I feel like Darius would just try to just run in a direction to see if it ends, which I will pick a random direction.
Rob Tremarco is playing Darius Varus, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
Give me a direction.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It went
All right.
clockwise.
You're
So
gonna
it's
go
gonna move.
west.
I'm
All
going to
right.
go west until I can see. Right.
Boom! You could walk right into a grave. Give me a.
Oh.
Give me a flat check.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, because of the way we have the icon, even you did not. None of us knew that was there. I didn't even know it was there. A 1. You fall flat on your face as you trip over
Oof.
the grave. Now, no damage.
Right. I
You're
just
just
spent another
like-
action to
Yeah.
like I'll stand up and keep moving. Like, oh, oof, of course.
Of course. Do another
Right.
flat check just to make sure you don't trip again.
Well, I like feel over it. You know what I mean? Like I fell over
No,
it. Right?
no. You get up, and it's just a flat. If you're going to be running in darkness, it's going to be very easy.
7.
You're fine.
Okay.
It's like a 10% chance. It's very easy.
So like,
All right.
oh, okay, cool. I'm here.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is 3 actions. You can keep moving though a little
Like,
bit.
I would finish that movement. That was like 10, 15.
Well, it's 1 to move,
20.
then you trip. Then it's 1 to stand up,
Right.
and then this is your last one.
Right. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
There you go.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Cool. Because in theory, you can't even see through that because like it's just pure darkness.
Right. I'm basically going to follow Riley at this point.
You got it. Candleboy goes. Candleboy sees Alhara. He goes, ah! Dimension door!
No, I hate that.
Shing!
Ah,
No reactions in Dimension Door.
Dimension door next to Hap, Darius, and Riley!
Only 45 feet.
Oh, now Darius wants to go back a
No,
little.
no,
He's like, I'm going to run away over there.
I went
wait.
55. I should have gone 45.
That's fine. Oh, in fact, you know what he does? I'm going to have him be a dick. He's going into the darkness.
into the dark.
Oh, that's being a total dick.
Well, then that means we don't even know he did that.
Well, you will in a second, because you see Candlefingers come out and attack Hap.
Ah,
That's awful.
It misses.
Thank God.
26. Oh, wait, Hap, you're fatigued. It hits. 26 points of damage.
Okay. So 21 points of damage.
Look at that. It would have hit you 21. That's
Wait.
right. 'Cause
Oh, wait. We just got something for this. How about Crown of the Fire Eater? So all
I don't
that
know what
fire
it does.
damage, so I'm going to increase my fire resistance to 15.
why don't you
So I'll
explain
take-
before, but instead of you just saying this, why don't you explain to everyone, including me, what this does?
Yeah. So it does 2 things. It increases your fire resistance to 15 for this as a reaction, and it only lasts for this. And then any damage you take over, it heals up to 15 of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So,
26, but then you only take 9 points.
yeah, well,
Right?
I'm
Or
going
no?
to take none of it cuz the damage gets taken, but then it gets eaten and healed up. So it basically prevents 30 fire damage like one time.
Okay.
Crown of the Fire Eater.
So here's where it gets a little weird. The flames from its fingers shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and are visible even in areas by magical darkness.
Oh, so he lit himself up when he went there.
Oops.
Well, he's still concealed.
However, you're going to see something. Atron, How far are you from it?
40 something?
Cool. Give me a will save.
50, yeah, I'm 50 feet.
Give me a will save.
Dokie. Ooh, I'm going to use my hero point to roll again because I rolled a 2, which gives me an 18.
18's not so bad.
But how about a 33 instead?
You're fine. You're like, ooh, the lights. The lights. They're so cool.
Razzle
Snap
dazzle.
out of it. Snap out of
Razzle
it.
dazzle.
You're out of it. You're like, oh,
Great.
what was that? You're fine. So, yeah, you can actually see him. It's a little weird because he's like, he's in the darkness, but I can see him? Why'd he do that? That was weird. All right, you go.
How well can I see him?
Oh, he's fine. He's not even, he has a radius of 10 feet of light. So you see him as if, like, that area of the darkness is just, like, gone. Like, he seems to have countered it. So you see him fine.
I would like to recall knowledge then.
Okay, hold on.
Especially because I have no idea what the heck you are.
That's right. Real world knowledge will not work here. Oh, boy. You're like, I have never heard of this thing. I don't know what this thing is.
Wow.
And couldn't tell you. However, you think it's a fae.
Oh.
That much you know. And obviously doesn't seem to like cold iron as this thing is running away from Alhara left and right. That is all you know. You've never seen or heard of anything like this, ever.
Okay. So, Ataran will say, it is fair, use cold iron, but maybe we can talk to it. And Ataran will continue concentrating on the spirits, bringing them 30 foot closer, but won't set it on anybody. I can't get it all the way to the creature. But we'll concentrate to move it over. And then with my last action, I'm really going to try talking to it. And Ataran will say in Sylvan, hello, we do not know what you want, but we can cease hostilities if you are friendly. And that would be the end of my turn. I don't have any, like, immediate diplomacy skill feats yet, so.
Alhara, you can kind of see it from your angle because the darkness is in front, but you can still see, like, this little corner, like, over there.
Okay, so it's that direction.
Yeah, enough that you know
Cool.
where it is. And it's like, it's 85 feet away from me. That bastard.
Okay, so I think I can
Alhara's
move to there.
Running over graves left and right.
Oh, I mean past him. To where she can sort of see where this glow is, right? Because I can. It's putting out the darkness.
Well, only 10 feet around it. So, in other words, you would have to go like down here to attack it.
Oh.
'Cause this area over here would still be considered.
Oh, let's assume I went this.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yep.
All right, one second. let me
Basically,
measure.
nowhere the north or the east can you see it, but anywhere from the south or the west you can.
Looks like I can take a second move action.
Sure. You're stepping on someone's grave, Alara.
Yeah, whatever, it's fine. All right. So that's a second move action to move right up to it, and you said it has reach and attack of opportunity.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Are you
Let's
waiting?
do it.
You want it? You actually want it. I know you. I can
I'm not
hear
saying I
it.
want it. I'm being fair because if I have attack of opportunity, which I do, I would want you to give me the opportunity to take it properly.
Candlefingers.
Miss.
Oh, it missed.
This thing's gonna get just destroyed.
It has a plus 20 to attack. It's been rolling so low.
32 to hit.
Ouch! No, not the cold iron.
So the good news is I don't have panache yet, so there's no additional damage there, but it is wounding, so it is now bleeding for a d6 per round. Yes.
Gonna kill you first.
So good.
Hap, give me a will
Let me get
save.
Oh no.
Will save. Oh yes.
Hey, look at that. It's a nat 20.
What?
Riley, give me a will save.
Well, that's
Jeez.
Ruh-roh.
Alright, come on, Riley.
No, it's not.
I'm teasing.
Riley is fine.
Oh, he's
Both
such
of
a
you
good boy.
are totally fine. 28 is fine. 39, fine.
Don't trust those fingers.
Okay. So now I'm going to do what hopefully 10 levels worth of build planning has led me to not be a waste, I hope.
Jeez.
With one action,
Be
I'll
careful.
step. With another action, I'll inspire courage. So, come on, guys. You can do this. You, especially Riley. Go get him.
Yeah.
And then with my third action... Wait, I messed that up. Oh, well. It's fine. And then with my third action, I'll command Riley to get in there. That way he can use 3 actions since he's got haste.
Sweet.
So he gets on... Let me see how far he goes, because I'd love for him to... Oh, he's not. There's no way he's going to flank. Yeah, so he'll get on up there. Leave room for Darius. And he'll make 2 Jaws attacks.
Done it.
Oh my god, he
Ooh,
shoots
33.
sharks?
Okay.
Some of
Want
it's
the good
fire,
news or the
though.
bad news? There you go.
Yeah, I already knew not to hit him
The
with fire.
fire. It only does a little bit of damage.
Alright. Do you want the good news or the bad news, Steve?
Just whatever. Just tell me.
Alright, Riley uses 1 action to pull him prone automatically.
That's so good.
Okay.
And that's Riley's turn.
Darius, give me a will save.
All right. Hold on. 23.
Do you keep it?
Probably not.
Tell me.
Let's spend the hero point.
Okay.
29.
Oh, you're
Ooh,
fine.
yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
All right. I go. Am I cool? Am I good?
You're fine.
I think
All
you're
right.
cool.
Thanks. Run up to it. Mountain stance.
Hot.
And then flurry of blows.
+1 to hit and +1 to damage.
Plus. Oh, because of my inspiration.
That's right. That's right. You watch that good boy and you're like, man, I want to be just like
you know,
that dog.
I'm inspired by Riley. That's a 28 plus 1 from hat, 29, and it's prone.
Sure, you hit.
Super prone.
There's a, and also my fist count is, cold iron because my metal strikes.
What? That's cheating.
What?
Sorry,
Damn.
sorry the rules hurt you. Show me on the doll where the rules touched you.
Wow.
And second shot. 31, how about it?
Hit again.
Electricity, cold iron, and forceful, so that's 2 more damage.
Yeah.
And I'm done.
He picked the wrong circus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I hear you guys complain a lot.
We're doing good this time, aren't we?
Yeah, I think
I
we're
know.
doing all right.
I feel bad for you. I gave you a low encounter.
Nah, I think we needed it. We need these ones where we get to feel like heroes every once in a while, or it's just abusive.
I mean, technically it never attacked us.
It did. Yeah. It threw up a darkness, but I mean, that could just be trying to get away.
Screw this thing.
It lured us in. It lured us in with the weird,
It did.
creepy
It lured
hello.
us.
It's coming right for us! I don't like this line in my direction. What is this?
Bad business, that's what that is.
It's a big
Oh,
line.
no.
It's a line of things.
Hit those people in front of you. I'm a nice person.
You know what it does? It looks at you. It sees that it's being wounded. It's on fire. You guys just kick the crap out of it in 6 seconds. Darius's hands are made out of cold iron. Alhara's has a cold iron pick. Riley just pulled it down without so much as a how did he do? Yeah, that's
Again?
right. It's dimension dooring, but this time
Sneaky.
disappears completely.
How many of those does it have?
Dun dun dun.
At least 2.
It's gone.
Why does it say you're temporarily immune for an hour?
If it goes for a mile.
Oh, I see. That's interesting. I didn't know that was in there, so I was like, what the hell is this?
I'll keep that in mind if I take that spell.
Yeah, right?
Ataran concentrates, bringing the spirits ever closer to themselves, is not going to let go of the spell until Ataran has to, just in case the thing reappears. But, that's like 8 more rounds.
You're pretty sure this thing teleported away. Bye-bye, because it's like, oh, this did not work out the way it's planned. And just took off and went, bye-bye.
It was able to read the room.
Right at the end, Ataran just says, "Thank you, my friends." And all the spirits kind of like pause, nod, bow, whatever, and then float back down into the ground. Well, that was an odd fay. I did try to offer it some parley in its tongue, but apparently it
Wait.
was too afraid.
Wait, that wasn't a demon? It looked like a demon.
It was fey, but your pick was still good for it.
But
to
it had
fight
like
it.
I thought it was a
horns and was all
demon.
red.
It definitely looked like
It had the
gave
fire
me
hands.
Fire
it
hands.
was
Candle hands.
It was fey.
Mm.
Yes.
I don't know, it kept teleporting away. I don't think that was very fey.
We should
Um,
check on our friend, make sure he's okay.
Yes, Boogaloo?
Boobaloo.
Yes, and
Boobaloo.
Boraloo.
Boraloo and Clive, are you okay?
They come out from hiding behind the big bush. Is it over?
It's gone. I don't know if
It
it's
left.
over.
It could come back, but it is gone.
Yeah. Usually things don't come around here. We've got a pretty good fence around here. But, the area around here is a little haunted, and every so often we will get weird fae kind of wander in here. I don't know what that thing was. But,
I am not sure. It is not anything I have seen before.
yeah, this,
But it was fey, which means it lives nearby.
oh, I'm sure it does. But it looked like it was kind of a coward. Looks like it was just trying to score a quick meal or something.
I
don't
have
know
to
what fae
imagine,
want.
since it kept calling out to us, that it was trying to lure us. Which, well, it was not prepared to be luring in an entire party of adventurers, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, why don't we finish this thing up real quick, and maybe we can accompany you back to Castanley, because I want to get out of here.
Steven, can I try to still use the invoke, or because it was interrupted, I can't? Or the
I don't know how it works.
feat. It doesn't... I don't
What's
think
it
there
called?
is anything about interrupting it. Let me check.
What's it called?
It is the feat Consult the Spirits. I don't see anything about interruption. It isn't like casting a spell. It's like you're doing a ritual to talk to the spirits. It's what Atron did in Bandy's house.
You can only use this once per day.
Yeah.
I will say you can try again, and then give me a flat check to see if it succeeds.
Okay. Yeah, so Atron goes back to their candle. We'll say it went out, so Atron lights it again. It's a black flame, of course.
Oh, what
Of
other kind
course.
is there?
Mm-hmm. Luckily, when Atron lights it, nothing bad happens. All right, flat check first. So D20. 14. So I'm good.
So you think.
Do you want to
Yes,
make...
You're fine. You're fine.
Um,
All right, 10 minutes go by. Buraloo finished the burial. So does Clive. They seem to be working extra hard. Jump onto the cart. Like, we're out of here. You coming?
do you want to make the occultism check, or do you want me to?
Secret.
Cool. My question, provided I succeeded, or critically succeeded, my question is, what killed you? Aaliyah? Crap, what was her name?
Close enough.
Aaliyah. So I imagine Atron sees like numerous spirits that linger here, but hopefully Aaliyah will answer.
Huh. Give me a second.
Oh, really? Alright, so what killed you, Aaliyah? And what's another good one? How did you attract its attention? And if I need a third,
That's a real good one.
If I critically succeeded,
Well, you either get one or you get three. That's it.
right? Yeah. So, what killed you? How did you draw its attention? And
Where'd you hide the money?
let's see. Did you ever see it outside of your dreams?
Give me a sec.
Yeah, no problem. Trying to find my Kuru's place notes.
All right. So you consult the spirit. Now, you're trying to contact her spirit?
Yeah, specifically Aaliyah's.
Okay. This is what happens. You feel as if you succeeded in casting the spell, and as if you would have contacted her, and you ask her question, but you don't get an answer because it feels like she's trapped somewhere where she can't answer you.
What? That's not good.
That's horrible, but that's also kind of cool.
Yeah, Atron's like staring into the candle flame, and then it just suddenly goes out, and Atron blinks. Well, that is unfortunate.
What happened?
I think I was trying to reach out to Aaliyah, the girl's spirit. I think she is trapped. Her mind or her soul or both. She could not answer me. She is bound or trapped somewhere.
Oh no.
Yes, it is most unfortunate.
Wait, but they were burying her, so her soul is trapped somewhere?
Her mind, her soul, her spirit, something, yes. She could not answer me, but I did seemingly, probably because of the closeness, I could find some connection to her spirit. That is not good.
Yeah, no.
You said you dreamt of something last night, Alhara.
Yeah, I had bad dreams. But after, I don't know what they were saying, and the child and the dreams, I'm kind of worried. I dreamt that this black horse was, like, it had fiery hooves, and I don't even like to think about it.
Do you remember where we have heard that?
Wait, we've heard it?
Oh yes, we have heard of that before. At the farm, from a ghost.
Oh.
She rides with spurs of fire, the Night Lady. Oh, the fire, it burns. The Night Lady is drawn to us. We are poking our nose, and now she is poking her nose at us.
Oh, no.
Yes. I assume this means the Night Lady rides some fiery horse. I also assume that is why the horses in that stable were burnt and left to mere skeletons, but that could be wrong. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think this is more work of the Night Lady, and that means she's getting at your dreams, which is a bigger problem.
And Hap's dreams, if she's dreaming about Bardoff, or was that unrelated, do you think?
It could be both. I think the Night Lady finds people who have upsetting memories and uses them back to make them have bad dreams.
Well, I was losing the race against the horse, so that's pretty terrible.
We have seen, as Hap has said, bad things in our time. It would be easy to find bad things from our past to use against us.
Right.
We will... I can't do anything for it now, but we will have to find ways to fortify our minds.
Okay. Yeah, if there's anything you can do, I don't want to have that dream again.
Yes, we can't control when the root talisman I give you works, but that can help. But we need to find something to protect everyone. We'll have to look at that.
Okay.
Anyway, Clive and Borolu, we can go. Borolu, do you have interest in joining the circus? we try to keep attention for new people, new talent, and your singing, which attracts the insects, which is something amazing. If you wish to join, we can talk about it on the way.
You know, I don't mind work as a gravedigger, but it has gotten a bit boring.
It would be different. You and App could probably do some amazing things together, considering the like fire show and the singing and dancing, and it would be very, very pretty.
You know, I've been thinking about trying something else. So, think people would be interested in that? Listening to me sing? Doesn't seem like much of a thing for a circus. Seems kind of boring.
No, singing it's very compelling. It can be a very powerful act. Not every act is is juggling or a clown or feats of anything. It's your talent and the power of your voice comes out. It's very compelling.
Huh. As you go along, Lixie goes, Clive, you think you can handle it if I took off? I mean, I don't want to leave you in a lurch. Clive's like, oh, well, I think I can take care of it. Will I at least be able to visit you and go to the circus and see him sing?
Yes.
As long as I'm allowed to go and visit my friend every so often, I think that's okay. I mean, I don't mind this job, and to be honest, it's not like we're that busy. I mean, one person can handle it. I'm sure I can find someone to help me out.
I admit increasingly I think some of our things that we must investigate, these conflicts, these dangers, we will have to leave the circus behind for longer and longer periods. So knowing that there are more good, well-intentioned talent joining would be good for us to know while we are gone.
Oh, okay. And Boraloo bows his shoony head and says,
Aw.
well, yeah, I think I would enjoy that. I mean, graveyard's not going anywhere, and people always die, so I could always go back to this. Sure, I'll give it a shot if you have me.
Yes,
Excellent.
That is awesome.
All right, put it there. He puts out his little paw to shake Darius's big meaty hand.
Oh, it's
I
so cute.
shake it.
And there is Boraloo, the dead singer. Look
Ooh,
at that
art?
picture. Look at him. He's so cute.
That I
Oh my
almost
goodness.
spelled it right.
Wow,
That
that is
is-
fantastic.
As adorbs.
He's adorable.
A motion magical musical.
How adorable.
See the
Sings to
Shuni
dead.
who sings to the dead. Watch as the spirits of the departed fly and dance to his melodious voice.
I love that. The fireflies is a metaphor to the spirits. That's great.
That is so great.
Adorable.
Oh my goodness. Is it just like howling?
That'd be.
No,
It's real singing.
it's real singing.
Occasionally
That's
some whimpering.
racist.
Oh my gosh. No, it kind of is.
Poor Shuni.
I just look like a dog. I'm not actually a dog.
I like how now we're gonna go back down to
Riley.
the circus and be like, so we walked into a graveyard and look, and now we have another act.
Yep. And all the old acts are like, more of them? They just keep pulling up more new acts. We're never
Yeah.
going to
No,
get to
no,
go.
you're getting bigger and bigger. They
Yeah.
don't mind.
Yeah,
Keep
they get
in
like 5
theory-
pence and things.
In theory, if this was a real circus, you would just have more acts, and you wouldn't just have 7. You would have like 10 acts, 12
Yeah.
acts,
Multiple
so-
tents,
Correct.
multiple
Yeah,
nights.
Exactly. So
One big double-sided axe with like fire all over it,
Yeah.
what?
chopping logs in half.
Basically,
That's
we're gonna get to
that's
Absalom,
acts,
and we're gonna
not
be like
act.
Las Vegas. We're gonna Cirque the
Mhm. Cirque du Soleil, something. You'll figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Anyhow, you continue on your way after your, well, I don't know what you're going to call it. We'll call it something. And on your way, something happens.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I thought we were
Bum,
gonna have
bum,
to search
bum.
that graveyard because the map was so big.
Yeah, it's just a big fight.
Candleman.
Candleman! You continue on your way through the Hallows. And someone calls up and says, Hap, O'Hara, Darius, upper management, help!
Oh no.
There's something weird up here.
Who's that?
Hello, who's there?
Where's the voice coming from? Alhara
No, these are
will head
people.
toward
These
it.
are your people. Your people are
Oh,
telling you.
okay.
Your people are like, get up here. There's something.
All right. Alhara breaks into a sprint.
Run.
I'm not sure which way I'm running on the map, but I'll do it. I'll do it too.
The curve in the trail reveals a gruesome scene. The grass at the side of the trail is sodden and pooled with blood, and an emaciated figure is pinned to a nearby tree trunk with a heavy iron spike. Small goat-like horns protrude from the corpse's forehead, and its lower body is a pair of furry legs that end in cloven hoods.
It's a fawn.
The blood on the figure descends both from the deadly wound in its chest and from its mouth and nose. The scene here is at least several hours old, and the air is thick with the scent of blood. So it looks like some poor creature has been killed and nailed to the tree. What do you do?
I go and, check them out and try and move these nails and medicine check all over the place.
I want to go to our people, make sure they're okay.
Oh, they're okay. They're okay. They didn't really, they just saw it and kind of ran away and got you because this is your job.
Alhara's going to leap up into a tree and start looking around to see if whatever did this is still around.
Okay, let's do one thing at a time. Medicine check. Darius.
All right, hold on.
Medicine.
I can't assurance this, right? 26 is too low of a number.
You can do whatever you want.
Well, I don't want to hurt them.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh, it's dead. Oh.
Oh,
No.
It's
like,
quite
you're not
dead.
going to hurt them.
Oh, it's
then-
dead. It's got nail through its chest. It's quite dead.
Okay. I thought it was a crucifix thing.
Well, I
Oh,
said
jeez.
it's corpse.
Oh, my apologies.
Yes.
There's a 25.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that the nail in the chest did it, but
well, you think. You look at the body, and it is a satyr. It's bled to death.
oh,
And you look closely at it, and you realize, this ain't good. You realize that there was some narrow instrument that was shoved forcibly up the satyr's nose only moments before it died of blood loss.
is there something in his nose?
Do you look in it?
Of course.
You look in it? You ask Hap? Hey Hap, shine a little light up here.
I need light. There's something that was put up his nose.
Okay. I'll give you a little light.
Shine a little light up the nose, and you look, and you can't believe this. I mean, this is some medicine, buddy. You realize that a small portion of the satyr's brain, in fact, the pituitary gland, was extracted through the nose
Oh my gosh.
with an instrument of some sort while it was still alive.
Gross.
Something was taken from his brain as he was dying, alive, still. That's what who would do this? What would do this?
What were the other people doing? Hap, what were you doing?
Well, you already said that the people left, so I'm just kind of here staying to the center of the road so I don't get ambushed or pulled into the forest.
Good call. Let's see. Atron, you know that this is a satyr.
Oh, that was my first question. Can I tell that this is a fae? So,
Yeah, in fact, I already did it for you because I knew where it was
thanks.
going.
Yeah.
You
So
automatically know it's a fae. And, more importantly, you notice something weird. You know that satyrs always have pipes and an axe. Always. They're both missing.
Yeah, so Atron just says, something has attacked this satyr. It is another fae, and it is missing its pipes and its axe. Could the candle fae creature have gone after its brain? That seems most
I
odd.
don't think so. It
I
was an
don't-
instrument of some kind, a metal instrument, sharp.
Something. Maybe it was this night lady. This is very odd. How long ago do you think it was, Darius?
I don't know how long ago.
Couple hours.
A couple of hours. This is fresh.
Then it is probably not nearby. Ataran looks around suspiciously. Ataran gestures up to the heavens and begins to chant Tami Shalet and is casting False Life just in case.
Okay. Alhara runs up a tree. Now there's the canopy is pretty thick, but you look around, you see no tracks, nothing. It's as if something either was able to cover its movement or flew or whatever. You don't see anything, like where it came from, how it attacked this thing, and how it left it. There's no evidence of anything. You look around, you don't see anything. You don't see movement or anything.
That's really weird. No tracks, no nothing.
Nothing.
That is very strange.
And you know the fact this is very recent, just maybe 2-3 hours ago this just happened.
Yeah, so I was hoping for recent tracks, displaced branches, anything.
Nope. You think either incorporeal or has some magic that can make it move
Yeah.
without disturbing
Rangers and
the
druids
area.
can move through the underbrush without leaving a trace.
Correct.
Alright, after staying up there a bit, she'll jump down and report to everyone. Nothing around here. No tracks to speak of, no way that it came in or out. I see no suspicious movement. I don't know what did this.
I don't know. I feel like I'm being watched.
Well, after a while, you hear something.
Oh.
It's a night of hearing
Ah.
things. This time, instead of singing, first it was singing, then it was something saying hello. Now you hear another song.
Oh, good God.
Give me a perception or performance check.
Ooh.
Oh.
What's better for me? I think my performance.
Perception 33.
Ugh, nat 1.
Hap. Alhara. Perception
Ooh.
32.
I got a good roll.
Performance. Otteron, Darius, and Alhara can clearly
We
hear.
only have like 7 minutes left. I can hear a point this rate.
If you want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
right.
Don't
I
underestimate Steve's ability to attack you
Yeah.
and kill you.
I probably won't die in that. Oh my god. Okay.
26. It's more than enough. You all hear a weird song. It's very rough, and it's a crude attempt at lyrics. And it's singing this to you as it's getting closer and closer. Go away! I'm coming! You shouldn't look. No peeking. Go away! I'm coming. You shouldn't look. No peeking. And it's getting closer and closer.
I fly up
What?
Okay, you fly
25 feet up.
up. 25 feet up, alright?
Otteron, what is that?
Does that make me think of anything? Has Atron heard this before?
Sorry, you can do a blind check. Let's see. You have no idea. You're
I
like,
assume it's Fae with the way things are going. That's
you
for
assume
sure.
it's Fae, but you're
Yeah.
like, they got weird ass Fae in this part of the world because you're
Yup.
like, you have been,
Mhm.
you're 0-2 tonight, and you just hear it getting closer and closer.
Alhara's gonna jump up into a tree and try to remain quiet and hidden.
Atron shakes their head. I do not know. I figured it might be Fae, but I do not know what this is.
And should we let's stay out of sight. And I go into a shrub.
Atron is going to, glancing over as Hap starts to move. Atron sweeps their arms out, and raven feathered wings kind of like flutter out from their arms as they chant "Gravitat diot mech hazat tolva" and cast fly on themselves.
Ooh.
And Atron will fly up behind a tree.
These Darius and Riley to be on the ground.
Oh well.
Okay, you fly up into a tree. It continues its sing-song. Go away, I'm coming, you shouldn't look. No peeking. And you thought the weird-ass guy 10 feet tall with candles was odd.
Oh gosh.
This guy has it beat by a lot.
He's got clocks for arms.
Okay.
Oh
See
boy.
this creature that is roaming through the forest. It bursts out singing its song. It's not very tall. It's like a gnarly fey humanoid, and it is covering its face with its hand, and it is kind of a mixture between a human and a tree. And it's got like branches and other things coming out of its hair, and you just hear this weird sing song. And as it's getting closer and closer, it's just walking around towards you all, just singing this song. Everyone, give me a will save.
Okie
I've
dokie.
not been rolling well at those
Jeez.
tonight.
Roll the 3.
Oh, thank God. Sam.
28.
Everyone.
Oh, let me get my dog too.
27. Not. Oh.
Okay. Hap succeeded.
Yay.
Darius failed.
Uh,
Patron failed. Riley failed.
Uh
Alhara critically failed.
oh. Uh oh.
Big.
As
Oof.
you see this creature, and even though you're not, this is just passive. Like you're not even. It's not attack. It's nothing. As it gets near you and you see it, you are frightened. Not just frightened, you're horrified.
What?
You have no idea what the heck this thing is, and it is scaring the hell of you. Those of you who succeeded are frightened 1. That's Hap.
Wow.
Those of you who failed, that's everyone else except Alhara, is frightened 2. And Alhara,
Oh
you're
no.
You're frightened 4.
Oh
What?
no.
Oh my gosh.
Now, everyone give me a fortitude save.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
Oh god. Oh, thank goodness.
31. It's a success. It's a critical for me.
Ooh, I did bad. That's a 19 for me.
Alhara gets a 26. Hap gets a 32. Darius 31. Atron and Riley.
Oh, that's right. Fort save. Oh, thank God.
Okay. Darius succeeded. Hap succeeded.
I critically succeed because that is my special save.
Riley fails. Atron critically fails. And Alhara fails.
Jeez.
You see this thing? It is scaring you so bad that whatever this is, well, don't forget, all your checks are -4, Alhara. So wait. So actually, Alhara got a 20. What did you get? 22. All right, you're still okay. You just fail. Darius, you get a
29.
29. You fail.
Oh.
Atron gets
19.
Well, yeah, you fail. You critically fail. And Riley's also frightened too.
Yeah, I just added the chicken to him. Oh, the chicken's not the right thing.
That's okay. Riley's a 27, and they fail. Okay, everyone who failed, you're doomed 1.
Oh no, am I dead?
You're doomed 2. Atron. So basically, you lost 2 levels.
Well, doomed is worse than that. Go to dying 2, you die.
Yeah, it's not drained, but it
Oh,
means
right, I think
I
drained.
die easy now.
Yeah. So everyone
Great.
is doomed 1, except well, Hap, you got a 30. Hap, you failed 2. Everyone's doomed 1.
Wow.
And then Atron's doomed 2. So yeah. And then as soon as it's walking, it's just walking. It's just not even doing. This is just what happens when you see this thing. It's not attacking you. It's not even being mean to you. You just happen to walk near it because it's saying, "Go away! I'm coming! Everyone, stay away from me!"
And we should have listened, apparently.
Well, you did, and you're still up in the air because it's just visual. Like, unless you told me, I literally don't look at this thing, and also some of it's just mental.
No, that's
too.
fair.
Part of it's mental. Some of it's visual, and some of it's mental. It sees the corpse on the tree, and suddenly it takes its hand away from its face.
Uh-oh.
And it's like Pee-wee's Great Adventure, Large Marge, and you're like, oh no, that is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Your worst nightmare has come to life, and it seems to fly into a rage and says in Common and Sylvan, "Who did this?" We'll just stop for there. We'll see what happens.
That
now
is a great stopping
Jeez.
point. That's
that
awesome.
you could promptly
Amazing.
beat the crap out of before you see this thing.
Amazing.
Gosh.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that no Tom Hankses were harmed in the making of this podcast.